We saw Joseph being taken captive. Why was he taken captive? The other brothers are all jealous of him.
Right.
He's the favorite. He is the favorite. Dad has no idea. He is blind to the fact that all the older children are jealous. Did you know? I just saw somebody walk by.
Somebody's
Oh,
here.
because I just turned on the alarm. Oh, I just turned it off so that it would go off.
All right, good. Happy Memorial Day, by the way. You know.
I was like, he walked me a ghost. Oh, he probably didn't know.
I went to the archives, Confederate Army,
I saw the car.
Confederate Museum. Sanchez fought in the. A lot of Hispanics fought in the Texas Brigade,
I have no idea.
and we fought. Now, white people will tell you up north that it was for the blacks. No, it was for states' rights. We didn't want nobody telling us what to do. We make our own laws. Denver wants to get high. Rocky Mountain high. Help yourself. Move. Bye. You know, you want to get high? Move. Leave. Goodbye. Amen. I mean, that's their right. We say no. They're trying to take down all the monuments and everything else so that we don't remember our heritage. But we had Mexicans inside the Alamo, outside the Alamo. You know, when the blacks were freed, we even had an act that we passed in Congress. That's the North. Because, you know, they didn't let the South vote too much. They said any slave that wants to go back to Africa, that were taken by Africans, because we were too lazy, white people were too lazy to go get their own black slaves. So blacks would capture blacks, other tribes, and then put them on a boat and sell them. So we made an act and said anybody blaming them with this black that got captured, you may go back. You have the right to go back. I think there was 3% or less that took the offer. The rest decided to stay in America. Even with all the living conditions, even with all the prejudice, even with everything else, they knew they had it better in America. Amen. Yes, nose and balls. Amen. Even with all that they had to put up with, they knew it was better than living back where they came from. So they put up with the yesums and the nosums and nosums and everything else. You ain't gonna read in history. You know why? They don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know that blacks have the right to go back. Big fight, big fight. California used to be part of Mexico. Texas used to be part of Mexico. We couldn't defend Texas. There wasn't enough Mexicans that were stupid enough to move to Texas. They said, no way, I ain't moving over there. You crazy. You know, you crazy. So a bunch of white people came over here, you know, they started moving in, and a bunch of other people started saying, yeah, well, you know, we like living here, but we don't mind paying the taxes, but we'd like some representation in Mexico. Mexico said no. So we revolted. Texas became its own nation. We're the only state in the country, by the way, you have to stay in Texas. Do you know that we're the only state that has the right to secede from the Union? We're the only one. Everybody else, they cannot succeed. We can. We can leave. Anytime we want to leave the United States, we can. We can form our own nation. Of course, you got a bunch of wimps up in Austin that ain't going to do it. They talk a mean talk, but they just wimps. They ain't going to do it. Joseph. Back to Joseph. So we see Joseph. Daddy has got money now. Why? He's older. Old man. That boy is youth. Boy's spoiled. Spoiled rotten. You know what happens to boys that are spoiled rotten? One day, they ain't got rotten no more. You know, that's what happened to the two boys that killed mom and dad so they could inherit all the money. What a great, you know, I mean, if you need that much money so that you kill your parents, I mean, there must be, you must be psychotic, a nut. I mean, a nut. That's why we gotta have a backup plan. If I die, she gets it. She gets it, she died, guess what? All right, family gets it. All right, family don't get it, amen. Then you just give it away to charity. Gotta have a backup plan. Gotta have a backup plan.
Amen.
Always gotta have a plan. So Joseph has been put in the pit. They lied to Dad, said he was killed, brought his coat. He wept, wouldn't be comforted. He's been sold. He thinks it's a practical joke. Day 3, he's still thinking it's a practical joke. Any minute now, they're going to show up. 3 days later, any minute now, they're going to show up. Guess what? They don't show up. And Joseph was brought down to Egypt. He's in Egypt now, and the joke is over. He knows what his brothers have done to him. Was he bitter during this time? The Bible doesn't indicate it. Joseph is a picture of Christ, by the way. And Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh's captain of the guard, an Egyptian, bought him by the hands of the Ishmaelites, had brought him down hither. And the Lord was with Joseph, and he was a prosperous man. He was in the house of his master, the Egyptian. And his master saw that the Lord was with him. What he saw?
The Lord with him.
He said, this guy's got God all over him. What does that mean to a man that is a heathen? Everything he touches, good stuff happens.
Right.
I mean, good stuff happens. This guy has God all over him, and the Lord made him that he did to prosper in his hand. Joseph found grace in his sight. He served him. He made him overseer of his house. All that he had, he put in his hand. And it came to pass at time that he made him overseer of his house over all he had, that the Lord blessed the Egyptian house for Joseph's sake, and the blessings of the Lord were upon him, and he had the house and the field. And he left all that he had in Joseph's hand, and he knew not how to save the bread which he did eat. And Joseph was a good-looking person and well favored. You know what happened? Joseph's in charge. The master says, here's the bank account. These are all the deeds that we got. This is all the property and businesses that I own. You run everything. Well, they get by, you know, they can afford a few slaves. But when Joseph gets there, all of a sudden, now they're multiplying. They're going 100 times now. He's 100 times more richer. Why? Because his slave is in charge of the business. This slave that has God all over him is in charge of the business. And the master trusts this slave so much. Used to be two kinds of slaves. You had inside slave, had outside slave, the fields. Fields were hard. Inside, they was always jealous of each other. They hated each other. Matter of fact, big controversy, light skin black, dark black. Light skin black, you know, they had white daddies. You'll get that in a minute. It's going to take a while for you to get that. Amen. Amen. But that's how they got the white skin. They were a lighter color black, but they were still black. They were still, some of that black was still present. And they was in the house. They enjoyed a comfortable bed. They enjoyed the master being eating off the master's table, eating the master's food, not outside. Oh no. Joseph ate the best. Whatever the master ate, he ate. Amen. What do you feel like eating at? I don't know. You want steak? Let's have steak. You want lobster? We'll have lobster. Sure. He's a Jewish boy, so he's got, you know, he's got all them dietary rules. I don't think they've come into play yet. That didn't come till after Moses, so he might have had lobster. I mean, he's eating the best. He's enjoying himself. He's got the best clothes on. Business is rocking and rolling. Things is going great for this slave. He's still a slave. Gotta remember that. He's still a slave. Just because things are going great in your life doesn't mean you're not a slave. Amen. To your flesh or to sin. Amen. You can be a slave to something else. Still things prosper. God's all over this boy. God's on him so much that this is what happens. Came to pass after this that the master's wife cast her eyes upon Joseph and said, lie with me. Do what? You want me to do what? Now, I don't know, you know, these sophisticated women on, you know, the Kardashians or whatever. I don't know if it was a Kardashian or Grandma Kardashian. I have no idea what she looked like. But all of a sudden, she wants Joseph. Most time, when I pastored up in Conner, I would leave with my wife, go with my wife, and I would never stay. I would never be to my side on the set. And the reason was to protect me. You say, why? Because you was a handsome devil? No. Amen. As